Those who are extremists due to their own flawed views are among the most dangerous adversaries. A typical character in Dead Rising is Roger Hall, a man who transformed from a caring father into a cruel sniper team leader. Roger turns the Entrance Plaza into a lethal hunting ground with the assistance of his sons Jack and Thomas. They shoot anything that moves, whether it be a zombie or another survivor. His narrative serves as a somber reminder of how quickly distrust and fear can transform protectors into killers. In this video, I'll be going into detail about Roger Hall's tragic transformation, looking into who he was before the outbreak, how he slowly slipped into insanity, and what drove him to become a sniper who hunts down survivors without a second thought. Please like and subscribe if you're a fan of these type of deep dive into game characters and stories. Thank you for all of your support, everyone. I truly appreciate it, as I'm thankful as it will help me so much on my channel. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Roger Hall is a psychopath from Dead Rising, known for his proficiency with firearms and his terrifyingly accurate aim. He is the leader of the Hall family, which consists of his two sons, Jack and Thomas. Roger's first encounter during the scoop Mark of the Sniper when Frank West arrives at the Entrance Plaza. Roger's twisted worldview is rooted in a warped interpretation of the Second Amendment, and he believes that hunting down both zombies and humans is necessary for their survival.
Can I take a shot, Dad?
Getting a headshot from here's no big deal, Jack. Think you can pull it off, Thomas?
But Daddy, he ain't no zombie. He's just a man.
Thomas! We're doing this to survive. You know that.
Using a firearm for self-defense is our God-given right as Americans, Thomas.
Come on, Thomas, shoot. Shoot him.
Shoot him, Thomas!
Said shoot him. Thomas. Now! What are you waiting for? Do it!
Roger's transformation into a ruthless killer is even referenced in the Perfect Gunner achievement, which highlights the mastery with guns and his deadly precision. He's calm, controlled, and operates with a military-like efficiency traits that make him one of the most dangerous enemies you'll face in the game. Roger, Jack, and Thomas are first seen when Frank enters the Entrance Plaza to rescue Wayne Blackwell, who's pinned behind the counter of Estelle's Fine Lady Cosmetics. As soon as Frank arrives, Roger's eldest son, Jack, excitedly asks for permission to fire, but Roger denies him, saying that it was a short distance. It wouldn't be a challenge for Jack. Instead, Roger turns to his youngest son, Thomas, and tells him to take the shot. When Thomas hesitates, Roger doubles down, insisting that they're doing this to survive, pushing his reluctant son to pull the trigger. This scene shows how Roger has not only lost touch with reality, but how he's twisting his sense of reality on his guidance into something monstrous. He's no longer just a father protecting his family, he's become a leader who's molding his sons into killers. Roger's battle style in the game perfectly matches his personality, calculated, controlled, and methodical. Armed with a high-powered sniper rifle, he prefers to pick off his targets from a distance, using his accuracy and expertise to keep enemies at bay. He'll never engage up close, but instead he'll move to a new vantage point whenever Frank tries to close the gap, always keeping the upper hand. Roger's sniper rifle is his only weapon, but he doesn't need anything else. He rarely misses, and every shot is deliberate. If you try to rush him, he'll retreat to keep his range advantage, only firing when he gets a clear shot. It's his cold, detached combat style that make him so dangerous. Roger's not fighting for survival, he's hunting for sport. Before the outbreak, Roger was probably just an average father, strict, protective, maybe even a little paranoid about the world outside. He's likely believed in arming himself to keep his family safe, raising his sons to be tough and self-reliant. But when the outbreak hit, Roger's sense of right and wrong collapsed. His obsession with defending his family turned into a need to control everything around him. He began to see every other survivor as a potential enemy, a threat that needed to be eliminated. Roger's motivations are driven by more than just survival. They're rooted in a twisted sense of justice. He sees himself as a protector, but his idea of protection involves wiping out anyone who he thinks doesn't belong. His control over his sons is absolute, and he uses their loyalty to push them into becoming the same kind of ruthless killers he's become. To Roger, killing is justified because he keeps his family safe. It's his duty and his responsibility. But underneath all of that, there's something even more tragic: fear. Roger is terrified of losing the last thing he has left, his sons. And so he becomes more violent, more extreme, believing that if he's just ruthless enough, he can create a bubble of safety around them. He's not just a killer, he's a father just trying to hold on to what little control he has left in a world gone mad. His final moments are marked by a stubborn refusal to see how his own actions led to this point. Even his sons, Jack and Thomas, follow him to their deaths, brainwashed by their father's warped sense of duty. It's a tragic conclusion to a man who started out wanting to protect his family, only to lead them down a path of bloodshed and madness. Roger Hall is one of the most complex psychopaths in Dead Rising. His story, to me, is just a chilling reminder of how quickly fear and paranoia can turn protectors into killers, and how a father's love can become something monstrous when twisted by violence. If you found this breakdown interesting, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into characters like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.